What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe and we are talking Dragon Nikana using the Tranquil Cleave stance. I'm going to go ahead and throw that stance right up on the screen here for you so you can see it with the combos. There's a good amount of combos on here. All fairly easy to get when you're playing, nothing special that you really have to do. But this one, powerful arcs with frenzied combos, and you'll see as we go through. It's a single-handed slash attacker, more or less, and it does some pretty good damage. It's a pretty nice one. Okay, this one is favored over the other mod, but we're going to have a build on that one soon as well. So let's get right into it. Basic stats on here being the most powerful sword, a base statted sword at this point. Has a impact of 4.3, puncture 8.5, slash of 72.3. Spin attack of 182, leap attack of 170, wall attack 182, attack speed is 1, critical is a 2 times 15%, and status is 15%, stamina is 7.5. Okay, admittedly I still don't know how the whole stamina system works yet on this in terms of the statting numbers, but I haven't had too much of an effect with negative or positive on there anyway. This is where I've come up with. The impact is 13.6, puncture is now 49, slash is an unbelievable 578, corrosive right next to it at 571. Spin attack is now 2592, leap attack 2423, wall attack of 2592, the attack speed's gone down to 0.8, critical stayed the same at 2 times 15%, my status chance bumped up to 33%, stamina went slightly down to 7.125, and my conclave base rating is a 156 on here right now. So, as you can tell, it's a nice fun weapon. I can run it against any enemies this way, and I can be pretty well set. It is a fairly aggressive build, and you need to also consider the frames that you're using it with, because you're going to get deep down into it as well with these enemies. But moving in, so what we're going to do, we're going to start right here with a pressure point, adding a 120% basic melee damage. Okay. Then, in addition to the 120% pressure point, we're going to also add in Spoiled Strike, which you can pick up in the Derelicts. Vault runs, okay, and this is going to add another 100% base damage, which is going to slow down my attack speed by 20%, but we can offset that. In addition to that, since it's a slash heavy weapon, we're going to add in Jagged Edge, adding another 90% slash damage. So now we're bringing ourselves up to about 300, a little over 300% right now in basic damage. And then just for giggles, I went ahead and I threw in a Rendering Strike, which is also a double mod, and this is a 60% slash damage and 80% puncture damage. So this brings up my puncture, as you can tell. And then we add to the slash damage, and we're somewhere around 400% now with slash damage as your base multiplier, or base damage on the weapon, which is why this weapon is so insanely awesome. Okay, so now that we've got the base damage figured out, what we've done from there is I am going to add in a Berserker mod to attack speed, which gives me my 30% increase bonus for attack speed for 24 seconds on a critical hit, and as you can tell, this thing does crit a lot, so that works out well for me. However, if you do not have a Berserker mod, you can just throw in a straight Fury mod, which will give you your 30% attack speed on there as well, and you should be just fine using that, no problem at all. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work in the Elemental now. On here I am using a Vol Attack Strike mod, okay, 60% extra electrical damage and 60% status chance. If you don't have this card, okay, alternately you can change it out with a Focus Energy, giving you channeling efficiency and 60% electrical damage. And or finally you could change it out with a Shocking Touch, which gives you straight 60% electrical damage at a max card level on here as well. So you always get 60% electrical damage in here no matter what you do. But those are your alternates. If you don't have the Volt Attack Strike from the event that went on, like I said, you can use Focus Energy or you can use Shocking Touch. Okay. Now, in terms of the other part of the corrosive, well, where's toxic, what I am doing is I am using a Fever Strike, so adding 90% electrical or extra poison damage. Just a straight Fever Strike mod. Should be fairly easy to pick up. Nothing too special about that one. And this will help you get your corrosive. Now, in addition to that, what I've done is I've actually put in a Virulent Scourge, which is another 60% extra poison damage and a 60% status chance. So that's how I brought up my status, and that's how I increased my corrosive now. Not many people will have this card, or many have traded this card. You can try to trade in the market for it if you really want it. If not, there are alternatives you can do with this build. What you could do is you could add in channeling damage, so the Killing Blow mod, okay, could go in here alternatively. Instead of this, you'll still have a good corrosive, but now you'll have a heavy channeling damage in here as well. If you do channeling damage, I would suggest you add Focus Energy as your electrical, so you get channeling efficiency added to it. But that'll work as well. Now, with this, as you can tell, the basic being such a high basic damage on here, when we do our combos, excuse me, the combo counter, it really increases. I mean, at two times are already 400+%. Now you're at 800+% damage increase. You're talking almost over 1,000 if you look at the numbers and do a basic calculation. Over 1,000 damage, basic damage to slash alone when you're talking combo counter, and you're getting in those combos. So this weapon is definitely devastating. Along with some of the other ones that are out there, but this one is definitely devastating, fun, and fairly fast, easy to use. Nothing like a hack and slash. Nothing more fun than this for a hack and slash, if you will. So that's basically it. That's where we stand with this. Like I said, Tranquil Cleave, and then we do a Pressure Point, Spoiled Strike, Rendering Strike, Jagged Edge for base damage. We use Berserker and or Fury mod for your attack speed. Then we have the Vaulted Attack Strike, Focused Energy, or Shocking Touch, depending upon what you have as your electrical base. And then you add in Fever Strike for your second part of your elemental, your corrosive elemental, your poison damage. If you've got a Virulent Scourge, you can add that in there to help with your elemental, because there's nothing wrong with helping with your elemental. If not, you can alternately change that out, like I said, with a Killing Blow, and get in channeling damage as well. So that's the build. There it is on the screen. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please do hit that like button if you did. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. Any questions, feel free to leave them below. If you're not subscribed and you want to subscribe and you feel like it, please do hit that subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I will catch everybody in the next episode, and we will see you soon. Thanks again for watching.